We have operational performance, financial performance, infrastructure and trade facilitation, sustainability, and the CSR activities that has been done by both the ports, and the way forward, how we integrate ourselves for the strong industrial growth of Tamil Nadu. We will mention it next. We are very happy to mention that last year we did 103 million metric tons in 24-25, and in 25-26 we have done 107 million metric tons. Along with the strong traffic performance, we have also combined our income and we have produced more than 2400 crore of operating income. In the capital expenditure, both the ports put together have done around 1000 crore rupees of capital expenditure. As I could recollect, when we joined in 23, 24 and all, it used to be 100 crores and 200 crores. From there, in a period of around 3 years, now we are doing around 1000 crore. It's a prestigious achievement for both Chennai Port Authority as well as Kamarajar Port Limited. And with the operational performance, this 107 million metric tons in 25-26, Chennai Port has done 57.9 million metric tons and Kamarajar Port has done 49.08 million metric tons. So continuously we are doing more than 100 million metric tons. That was the ambition of the Kamarajar Port and Chennai Port Authority, and we are able to successfully maintain that figures. Next. And if you look at the cargo profile, Chennai Port being in the heart of the city, we have been there, the city has grown with us. Container has done around 65% of the traffic. If you could recollect, almost 5-6 years back, container port used to be around 55% of the cargo movement. Now that 55% of Chennai Port has become 65%. Along with it, crude oil and liquid bulk is around 28%. Brake bulk, predominantly the cars. In fact, I am very happy to share that in Chennai Port and Kamarajar Port, once in every seconds, one car from this part of Chennai automotive hub is exported. And dry bulk also we do around 4.6%.
Port, coal is a major cargo, so dry bulk is about 55%, container is around 27%, liquid bulk is around 11%, and brake bulk is 5%. Brake bulk mostly consists of automobiles, and this year again for us, we are doing about 191,000 units of automobile exports for 25-26.
Finding that both Chennai Port and Kamarajar Port, we are growing steadily upward, as can be seen from the graph. We have grown by 5.35%. Kamarajar Port has grown by 1.3%, and this 106.98 million metric ton is a strong indication of the entire industrial ecosystem that is present in this region, and we are very proud about that. Next. And if I talk about Chennai Port, we have this 4C strategy: container, crude oil, cars, and clean cargo. As can be seen that last year we did 1.9 million TEUs. This is the highest in the history of Chennai Port, and we have clocked 6.7% of growth rate. Crude oil also with 11.44 million metric tons. Our CPCL is our sole customer, for whom we do around 11.1% growth year on year. Cars also, Hyundai and Kia, we have done around 2.04 lakhs. And clean cargo, because we are in the, as I mentioned, we are in the city center, we do fertilizer cargo and other clean cargos. That volume also has gone drastically up. Next.
For carrying capacity of 8 lakh TEUs, we have done 7 lakh TEUs. This is again the highest that container is handled in Kamarajar Port. Coal, we have grown at 0.5%, but that continues to constitute a major component of the cargo handling at Kamarajar Port. Cars, we have grown at around 18%. 1,91,000. Hopefully this year we will do much beyond 2 lakhs. In in the liquid bulk, we have handled 5.63 million tons with a growth rate of 4%. This is predominantly refined petrol and LPG and LNG.
This is a very important slide, and we take very pride in this, that if you look at the turnaround time of overall, turnaround time of container, dwell time, that is the time a container or a cargo is inside the port for export and import, we have improved in all the parameters, both Chennai port and Kamarajar port. In fact, I am very happy to mention that among all the major ports, the improvement in these parameters, Chennai port has done drastically well, dramatically well, and because of which the logistics cost, finally this will ensure that the cost of import and export will come down. Around a decade back, it used to be around 16%. I'll be happy to say that it will now come to around 8 to 9%. So these kind of one nation, one port process and other activities will definitely help us in ensuring that our stakeholders are able to do the EXIM trade efficiently.
To us, though we are showing a fall, it does not mean it is negative. It actually means that in less time we are able to turn around the cargo faster. So today the ship comes, in less than 2 days the ship is able to go out with whatever transaction. And in bulk, it is around 61 hours. And this is all at par with international standards. So if you look at international ports, we are almost at par with them. And OSBD's output per ship in a single day with 28,268 million tons. Kamarajar port is the second highest OSBD in the country in major ports. And one more remarkable achievement for Kamarajar port is Cape compliance. Cape compliance is where we are able to bring very, very big vessels into the port. So now we can handle ships with 18 meters draft. So in 18 meters draft, you can bring vessels which can handle 240,000 tons of cargo in a single ship. So we have 2 berths, actually 3 berths, which are ready to handle such kind of big vessels.
As you can see, I would like to recollect that last year, Honorable Prime Minister in his speech mentioned that every port in the country should have a common port processes. There should not be any difference in the ports. So accordingly, one nation, one port processes have been started, and additional documents which were there earlier before that, be it customs, be it port health office, be it immigration, or be it port ourselves, they have been brought under a remarkable number, and because of which the stakeholders are able to do it in an efficient manner. Similarly, this remote entry inverts and port clearance. Earlier, what used to happen, a big vessel, ship used to come and berth, and it will be waiting for the port to give clearance, the customs to give clearance, and the immigration to give clearance. So there used to be a time lag once it berthed till the time the cargo operation used to start. Now, once the vessel berths in Chennai port or Kamarajar port, cargo operation starts immediately. That's a big change. Similarly, once the cargo operations end, the vessel is allowed to move out of the port immediately. So this has almost reduced the turnaround time 2 to 3 hours. Somewhere it is around 1.5 hours, somewhere it is around 3 hours. So there is a big reduction in in the entire turnaround time due to this remote entry inwards, as well as due to the e-port clearance. Similarly, as you are all aware that the West Asia crisis recently, since end of February and March and April, there was a lot of demand from the stakeholder. Earlier, the support that any port used to give used to take a lot of time. Now, in the current scenario, whenever there is a request from any EXIM stakeholder, any of our partners, action is taken immediately. And I'm very happy to say that even in spite of the impact at GCC, We are able to ensure that cargo growth is there. We are able to ensure that our stakeholders are able to do business with the ports easily and systematically. So, similarly, trade promotion. We have talked to our customers. We have told them that if you are able to bring in volume, we will be able to give concessions so that you will be able to grow in a systematic manner. Similarly, the industrial growth in Tamil Nadu, in the surrounding areas also will be able to grow. So in that manner, we have made trade simpler and much more resilient at Chennai Port and Kaveri. I would like to now take the entire press friends through the financial performance. As you can see that both the ports have a very steep growth in their financial performance. It used to be 835 crores and 833 crores in the year 21-22. Now we are at 1,239, 1,185 crores as on date. So if you look at it, both of us put together, we are doing a operating income of around 2,400 crores. Our best operating ratio. That means for every 100 rupees, what is the expenditure that I am making? Earlier it used to be around 70, 75 rupees. Now we have brought down to 55 rupees. So that is a very good operating ratio for a port. Similarly, I think Kamarajar Port also has done their EBITDA remarkably well. At 1,071.63 crore, crossing the 1,000 crore mark on EBITDA for the first time. Next slide. So the financial achievements, we have a record operating income of 1,185 crores, best operating ratio of 55.14%, capital expenditure of almost close to 200 crores. So the net surplus, I would like to tell you friends that this is the highest ever recorded net surplus in the history of Chennai Port Authority. At a 434.29 crores, this surplus has really pushed us to do well for this region. Similarly, loan repayment also, as you are all aware, for Kamarajar Port acquisition, we have taken a loan. Almost 1,000 crore of that loan also we have repaid. We have discussed with SBI, we have negotiated our rates. We have also contributed almost 100 crore rupees to LIC so that the pension and gratuity fund of Chennai Port employees are protected.
29 crores. The operating ratio is the lowest in the country with 25.48%. EBITDA, we have seen that we have crossed 1,000 crore mark for the first time in Kamarajar Port, and our profit before tax is 923 crore. Capital expenditure is around 477 crores by the own port, and we have another 319 crores which are private investments which have come inside the port. So with this, we have a net worth of about 3,356 crore, and our return on net worth is 18.58%. For Kamarajar Port, this year financially we have been very sound, and the target is to continue the growth in volume as well as in the performance.
Next slide. Now we would like to take you to the infrastructure upgradation and trade facilitation activities where capacity and connectivity has been improved. This diamond crossing installation, earlier there used to be rail derailment in Chennai Port. Now that is a story of the past. This diamond crossing installation has strengthened the rail network inside Chennai Port. All the OHTs have been improved. Recently, when the Honorable Minister had come, he has inaugurated the enterprise business system to make the entire IT-friendly system inside the Chennai Port at a cost of 45 crores. Recently, the whole indigenous vessel traffic management system at 12 crores has also been made operationalized by the Secretary, sir. In fact, this VTMS earlier used to be an imported product. Now, this is an indigenous product developed by IIT Madras, and government has taken a decision that this indigenous VTMS will be used in all the ports of the country. Next. Similarly, you would have all heard about this Mother Oil project. And recently, I could see a photo in one of the press where they have shown that the second layer of activity inside the mother oil also has started happening. So we are very happy to say that things are moving in a faster and steady pace. And accordingly, we are expecting that by next year, November 2027, mother oil project will be coming into a reality. So it will be a big boost both to Chennai port as well as to the city residents also. Accordingly, once the cargo movement through mother oil also happens faster, we also want to ensure that the roads inside the Chennai port is also aligned according to their requirements. And at 37.18 crore rupees, Chennai port has started work for internal road development inside the port. So earlier, what used to be around 7 meters, now we will be having a 10-meter widened road. Many of these curves will be smoothened, and there will be a smooth flow of cargo after these two initiatives come into play. Next. Similarly, our cruise terminal building also is complete. As you can see in the pics that this cruise terminal will be put into operation when Cordelia will be starting its season next month. So Cordelia season will be starting in the month of July and it will go till August. And for this season, we have ensured that this cruise terminal is ready. So for the people of this locality and other cruise passengers, it will be a welcome change for them to see the fresh and renovated cruise terminal at Chennai Port Authority. Similarly, as you can see, there is another project, upgradation and mechanization of coastal berth at EOT mode through public-private partnership. Coastal container from Chennai Port to Andaman and other location used to happen at various other berths. Now we have dedicated two berths, Coastal Berth 1 and Coastal Berth 2. Yesterday, SFC meeting with the ministry has happened. So the approval of the project is expected shortly. And on approval, Chennai Port will be putting into bid these two berths so that almost 3 lakh TEUs of coastal cargo will be handled through this coastal berths. Next. Accordingly, at 45.9 crore rupees, we have developed paved storage yard for the benefit of all the stakeholders and 4 exim godowns at a cost of 54.34 crore rupees. That is also will be completed by end of June. So these two projects also will ensure that our stakeholders will be able to safely keep their cargo inside the warehouses at the exim godowns and also more open spaces for the cargo for the paved storage yard users. So in both manner, this gives a good pathway so that there will be more cargo movement inside Chennai Port. Similarly, strengthening of revetment at 40.27 crores and our oil jetties where crude oil comes, that also is getting renovated at 15.43 crores. Next. Multimodal logistics park at Mappedu, that phase 1 is also about to complete at 1424 crores it will happen. We are very happy to say that with the government of India support, we have also done modernization and upgradation of Chennai fishing harbour at 134 crores. So the entire fishing harbour will start having a good look. So for solid waste management also, both Chennai Port as well as Greater Chennai Corporation are coming together to ensure that it can be a very clean and fisherman friendly environment at the fishing harbour. For the seafarers also at 16.81 crore, we have a seafarers club. And for the benefit of all the Chennai Port employees, we have also renovating our Chennai Port Hospital at an estimated cost of around 10 crore rupees. Similarly, to bring in Panamax vessel, we are widening and strengthening the JD entrance at an estimated cost of around 417 crores. And multi-level car parking, you might have seen multi-level car parking in the city. Because city, there is no space. Similarly, Chennai port also, since it is in the heart of the city, we have very less space. So now development will not happen horizontally, development will happen vertically. So already around every vessel, we export around 5,000 cars. Now more demand is coming. Instead of 5,000, there is a demand for 8,000 car export through one vessel. So accordingly, this multi-level car parking also we will be taking up through PPP mode shortly. Similarly, port beautification projects. As can be seen in the visualization, earlier we had handled a coal and iron ore. People knew Chennai port to be a very dusty and a polluted area. That is a point of the past. As you will see that Chennai port has become very neat and clean, and landscaping including RCC planters, lawns, shrubs, other garbage cleaning activities are being taken. If you come after 2-3 years, I believe there will be a port beautification will go in a bigger manner, and this Chennai port also will have a very international look in its aspects. Similarly, one multi-purpose hall at 10 crores also is being planned.
Facilities including GIS mapping, video analytics, security purposes, all put together we have already implemented for 15 crores. RFID and ANPR based gate control system we have completed for 6.5 crores. Our north breakwater, which was constructed almost 25 years back, we have now done retrofitting and rehabilitation for about 88 crores. The Seafarers Club building physical construction is complete. Now we are doing the interiors work. The completion of the building is for about 7.25 crores. We have completed 1 million liter per day desalination plant for about 22 crores. These are the capacity additions that we have done in 25-26. IOCL captive jetty, the construction is complete for about 921 crores. Coalberg 3, the physical completion was already done. Now we have actually completed the conveyor system and other equipments. The project cost is 261 crores and to be commissioned shortly. These are the projects which we are hoping that we will complete in 26-27. So container terminal phase 1 is already running. In that stage 2 for a project cost of 558 crores is under construction, as you can see the photograph there. CP4, the physical construction is already complete. We are doing the mechanization including conveyor system and everything. This is being done by TNPGCL. This is a project cost of 292 crores. Next. These are projects which we are currently working on, and hopefully in a year we will be able to see the implementation of these projects. One is upgradation equipment, maintenance operations of GCP1 through PPP mode. This is an existing work which we are floating on PPP for 220 crores. The second container terminal for 4,288 crores, we are preparing the documents for government approval. Next. This is dredging that has to be done for the container terminal which is being built now. The project cost is 100 crores. And a new bulk terminal is also being proposed, for which again documents are being prepared for a project cost of 1,000 crores. These are connectivity projects. So now we have the CPRR phase 1, which is on the verge of completion, being built by Government of Tamil Nadu. Aligning with that road, we have the construction of the North Gate complex and internal connecting roads for KPL. This is about 68 crores. Currently, we are also doing the rehabilitation of Coal Stackyard Road for about 58 crores. This is being done with TNRDC. We are also looking at railway siding for about 65 crores to increase the evacuation capacity of the port. Apart from this, currently we are under construction firefighting facilities at Kamarajar Port for about 25 crores, and we are also proposing to develop storage yard for project cargo and minimal components for about 22 crores.